Hi, my name is Donna and this is Kingsley, my king parrot. I have a flock of 28 birds and they sure do poop a lot, and that's what this video is about. Bird poop. If you're thinking about getting a bird or have a bird and you want to know more about bird poop, well then this video's for you. So let's give it a go.
Birds poop. And they poop. And they poop. They are pooping machines. They can poop every 5 to 20 minutes depending on the species. You would think the smaller the species of bird, the smaller the poops are. However, it does depend on the species. I have linneys, also known as the lineolated parakeet. They're a pretty small species of parrot, but their poops are pretty large compared to other birds of similar size, such as my lovebird or my budgies. Here is an example of my lovebird's droppings. Look how small it is compared to the coin. And this is one of my linneys. This is from one linney. See the size difference? And this is called egg poop. This is from my linney Pickles as she's trying to lay an egg. She can't poop and lay an egg at the same time, so she holds in her poop. And this is what happens once it comes out. It's really large. And this is morning poop from my Senegal. And this is morning poop from my king parrot. Some birds hold in their poop all evening long while they sleep, and then in the morning they let out a big poop, which is called morning poop. Some birds poop during the night. I have 5 budgies, and I can tell where they sleep as there's 5 neat little piles. And this is from one of my cockatiels, my other cockatiel, and one of my rosy borks. It's very important to become familiar with the normal appearance of your bird's poop so that you can spot a change in the poop and act accordingly. It's best to check fresh poop as the poop will harden and change color. Unlike mammals, where they can urinate out of one orifice and defecate out of the other orifice, birds only have one orifice or opening in their body called the cloaca, or most commonly called the vent. There are 3 components to bird poop: the feces, the urates, and the urine. The first component is the feces, the poop matter, the solid part, which should be green to brown, and it could be either straight, coiled, or broken into short tubular pieces. The second component is the urates, which is a semi-solid white material that consists of concentrated urine. Birds have adapted this form of urine so that they can conserve moisture. The third component is the urine. It should be a clear liquid. It's the wet ring you see around the bird's poop. And yes, they poop and urinate at the same time. Birds that are mostly seed eaters will have a firm, dark green poop. Birds that are mostly pellet eaters will be brown or whatever color the pellets are. Birds that are fruit and veggie eaters will have a more greener, watery poop. If a bird eats blueberries, the poop will be blue to purplish color, or reddish if the bird eats beets, pomegranates, or cherries, or anything red. Birds usually poop when they're about to take flight, just so they can lessen the load and fly better, or they will poop when they land, and they will also poop while they're sitting on a perch or while they are playing. Poop should be checked on a daily basis, such as when you take your bird out of the cage, cleaning the cage, or if your bird is showing any signs of illness. Some birds can easily be potty trained by timing how often the bird poops and by placing the bird over paper or a playstand or wherever you want your bird to poop. Using positive reinforcement and rewards will make it a good experience for your bird. Reading your bird's body language can help you learn when your bird is about to poop. They will slightly bend forward and raise their tail, and then they will poop. It's very important to keep your bird's cage clean to avoid any buildup of poop. Bird poop shouldn't smell, but it may start to smell if the poop builds up on the bottom of the cage or on perches. Avoid placing perches where they cross each other, as standing or walking on poop is not healthy for any bird. If poop builds up, you may notice a musty smell, which isn't ideal, so you want to clean the cage as soon as possible. And move the perches so that bird cannot poop on the perch below. Dust from dried poop can contain fungal and other spores which can cause respiratory conditions to birds and humans. Cleaning wet poop is safer, so clean the cage quite often and wipe up drop-ins while your bird is out and about. Some tips for cleaning are to wear a face mask. Mist the paper with water before removing it so you can keep the poop on the paper and not in the air. You can wear gloves. Clean often. Wash your hands after. You can use vinegar and water to clean, or just plain water, or there are brands of poop remover that you can get at your local bird store or online. It's ideal to use newspaper or plain newsprint, or paper towels has a cage liner, so you can monitor the droppings very easily. Avoid using wood chips, shavings, litter, corn cob, pellets, or similar products for the bottom of the cage, as it hides the poop and it's difficult to get a good look at the poop. The texture of normal bird poop mimics the consistency of toothpaste. It shouldn't be never too watery or never too dry. Stress, however, will make your birds poop more often and will be more watery. So if you just got a new bird, sometimes that happens. Or if your bird has any kind of stress for any reason, your bird's poop can be more watery and poop more often. Here are some examples of abnormal poops. Undigested seed in the bird's poop could be either giardia or PDD, which is proventricular dilation disease, or it could be a pancreatic problem. Smelly poop, smelling like musty, could mean infection, intestinal problems, or other illnesses, or a dirty cage. Bits of dead worms, they are uncommon in pet birds. They're usually found in wild-caught birds or outdoor birds that have access to the ground, and they will need to be dewormed. Bubbly poop, it could mean the bird has gas, or it could be an infection. Unusual large poops, it could mean your bird is laying an egg, or it's egg-bound, or it could be passing something that it can't digest. Unusual small poops could mean there's an impaction or another digestive issue. Pooping less, it could mean the bird is not eating less than normal, it could be constipated, has an impaction, or about to lay an egg if it's a female. Pooping more than usual could be a kidney disease, diabetes, pancreatic disease, or stress. Watery poops, it could be drinking more than usual, bacterial disease, or eating a lot of fruits. Dry poop, your bird could be dehydrated or has a kidney issue. Increased urates, it could be dehydration or kidney disease. Increased urine, which is called polyuria, could be excessive drinking, diabetes, kidneys, or consumed a lot of fruits. If there are no urates, it could be a kidney disease. White feces or white poop could be too much water or not enough water, or it could be the pancreas. Bright green or yellow urates can indicate liver disease, chlamydia infection, or anorexia. Red streaks or tinted or surrounded by red urine could be egg binding or swallowed an object or internal bleeding. Red urates could mean lead poisoning or tear around the cloaca, rip in the intestinal tract, internal damage, or to stomach. Black or tar-looking feces could mean internal bleeding high in the digestive tract. Pea green poop could mean liver damage. Yellow or green urates could mean anorexia, which means they're not eating, or liver disease. If you notice anything abnormal in your bird's poop, your veterinarian can do different tests on your bird's poop, such as a wet mount, a flotation, a gram stain, cytology, and they can check for parasites or microorganisms. Poop should be checked on a daily basis for any changes in volume, color, consistency of the feces or urates in the urine, and for evidence of fresh or digested blood or undigested food. Other signs of illness to watch for are if your bird is sitting on the bottom of the cage, not eating constantly, breathing abnormally, lethargic, fluffed up, or anything abnormal. Always bring your bird to a certified avian vet. If you want to see more videos like this one, click on the video on the screen and click subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos.